Welcome, folks, to Glendale, Arizona and State Farm Stadium, site of this year's Verbo Fiesta Bowl, which, of course, is part of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before that national championship game. And today we're going to find out who's got the toughness and the depth to continue their drive to keep championship dreams alive. As we'll see the number 4 seed in this playoff, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. It's been a tremendous college football playoff so far, and it's down to this, the semifinals. Which team will head on to the national championship game? Team is out there, and here we go with this playoff semifinal game. He'll bring it out from his end zone. He's tackled at the 17, so it's been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. The Bulldogs offense will be the first up today. Always enjoyed coming to the Fiesta Bowl over the years, and of course you got the modern Silver Stadium here sitting in the desert ready for this showdown.
Well, it's so many great memories here, Chris. Think back to the Boise State, Oklahoma back in '07. How about the classic between Oklahoma State and Stanford with Andrew Luck in 2012? And then the shocker just a few years ago with TCU over Michigan in 2022. This game has a history of providing the unexpected.
Tackle is made. That's a short gain, well short of the marker. Offense getting set. It's second down. Handoff heading left. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Shotgun formation here on third down. And he dumps it off to the tight end. And he's tackled just short of that first down marker. Good job by the defense. The Dogs will bring their punt team on the field now. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. So the Yellow Jackets offense out there for their first possession. All right, Kirk, let's take a quick look at the impact players for today's game and how they're going to affect the outcome.
These are your leaders on the field and in the locker room. These are your go-to guys, not only when you need a play to be made, but also when you need somebody to rally your team.
He'll hand it off. Breaking free at midfield. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
And that run produces a decent gain.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Running back grabs it on a screen. They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage.
Early on in a football game, the offense always wants to try to develop just a nice rhythm to their offense. That time, just a simple screen to the running back, and they build some confidence on this first drive with a nice play.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
The Yellow Jackets with 1st and 10 here. Looking for some space. It's McCormick. They get him down, but that's a solid gain.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle with the line of scrimmage.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Picks up a gain here. They'll stop him just a few inches short of the first down marker.
Positive yards, that's all you want to see as an offense. As long as you're moving the ball forward, it's going to give you a chance to continue to get first downs. What are they looking at now? 3rd and inches, it looks like.
Here we go, 3rd down. Defense needs a stop here, trying to force a field goal attempt. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground.
Chris, it's early in this football game, but the defense had a golden opportunity to come up with a stop, and they allow them to run the football on him to get the first down, and now it's 1st and goal. Missed a golden opportunity. Let's see how they respond here.
And the Yellow Jackets looking to finish the drive here. It's 1st and goal. Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for a running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And it's 7-0 after the PAT. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And it's fielded. Can the returner make something happen here? And the returner brought down by that coverage team. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? Off the play fake, looking to throw. Fires it to the wide out. It's caught downfield. Good enough for the first down, the 37.
Chris, that's a great example of his arm strength. He just fired the ball in there much quicker than the defense could even react.
Gain moves the ball. Another first down.
Here we go. Go.
Hits into space at the 50. It's a big gain across midfield all the way to the 39-yard line.
Huge chunk play here by the quarterback, keeping the ball himself, rips off some nice yards. And my question is, Chris, where's the defense? Where's the pursuit? This guy has the ability to hurt you and hurt you in a big way with his legs. The defense may be underestimating the speed that he has.
Fights through a tackle. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you get a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
Less than a yard to go as they come to the line on 2nd down. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down. Good enough after that completion.
Let's go.
Play action here on first down. And he's got his man open downfield. The stop made at the 5. The offense will have 1st and goal now.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. Stop for no gain defense. Very stubborn here down near the goal line.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
2nd and goal for the offense. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Kicking team out for the PAT try. And he knocks it right through. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen. That's good coverage there. Here comes the Georgia Tech offense back out on the field. In the last possession, the defense just had no answer for this powerful ground game. Let's see what they can do this time. Brought down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
2nd down after that previous play. Looking for some space. It's McCormick. Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Early on, it's a fun battle on the road to the national championship. Deadline at the end of 1. Let's check out the early stats so far. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a 1st down play. Dropping back, it's Douglas. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Gets loose, able to scramble for a solid gain.
Chris, I love the patience here by the quarterback. He's waiting for something to happen downfield, but it's not there. Then you see the athletic ability to be able to pick up some good yards.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And he's brought down, but not before he gets 1st down yardage.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line. Give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the 1st down.
They get him down, but he crosses midfield, stopped the ball to 44.
Nothing better than an offense on 1st down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
Runner finding some space there. That's a solid gain on the ground.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line and this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the 1st half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
The Yellow Jackets lining up here on 1st and 10. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Catch made across the middle by the running back. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up. And here's the handoff. And the Yellow Jackets are moving quickly down the field.
Chris, it's the consistency in this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Back to pass. It's Douglas. Checks this down to the running back. The gain moves the football to the 6-yard line. It'll be 1st down and goal.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the 1st down in the process.
The Yellow Jackets line it up with 1st and goal. 1st and goal, handoff. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Down here inside the 10-yard line, these are tough yards to come by. Positive yards, good push inside there by that offensive line.
Second down and goal. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line.
Hey, the defense is doing everything that they can to try to keep these guys out of the end zone. Now we've got a big third down coming up.
He moves the ball to the 1. Third down and goal.
Here we go.
On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. So with playoff pressure, Kirk, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this, they're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get the touchdown.
Here's the return from inside the 5. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They begin with a quick throw to the left.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Off play action, he's looking to throw. The defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up.
Well, this is textbook defensive back play right here. He's in phase with the wide receiver, and the thing that I love, and a lot of defensive backs don't have the ability to do, he gets his head turned around, eyes on the quarterback to know when the ball's coming to allow him to knock it away.
Catch made on the out route. Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a first down. A new set of downs after that completion.
Now we're starting to see this offense look like they've looked all year long. Listen, to be able to get to a playoff opportunity, your offense has got to be able to show an ability to hit throws like this on third down. They hit it, they keep the drive alive. Now they have a chance to put points on the board.
The completion makes it second down.
Well, this wide receiver has it all. We know about his leaping ability and his speed. But what I've seen today is the precise route running. Another example of it there, and the timing with this quarterback and this receiver is just a thing of beauty.
Important second down play coming up.
Here we go. Low.
And he'll set up to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Tuggle. Tackled, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 45. Looking to throw again. Fires it. Easy throw to a wide-open receiver downfield. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
I love plays like this when everything just kind of comes together. It's like an orchestra. Offensive line giving the quarterback enough time. The receiver works from the left all the way over across the formation to the right. And the quarterback with that time puts the ball right on the money. Well designed and well executed here for a big play for this offense.
First and goal. Can the offense punch it in and tie this score before the half? Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs. Well, this college football playoff game is all tied up. And Kirk, it's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly, and they're doing so with such high stakes, answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
So the offense getting some momentum before halftime of the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. Fields it just outside the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Georgia Tech offense is back out there. On that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the ground game. Let's see if that formula works again. Running out of time in the pocket. Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
Chris, that is textbook by this defense in man-to-man coverage. Nowhere to go for this quarterback. He's looking around everywhere.
And looking for a big play here. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
Well, that's why this wide receiver is one of the best in the country. Makes a routine catch, and look what he does with it. Takes it almost the length of the field for a touchdown.
PAT puts him in front by 7. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Dogs will kick this away to begin the second half. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And here comes the Georgia Tech offense back out on the field. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground. Fighting off the defender. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Well, these are the type of runs that begin to wear down your defense psychologically. Already have the lead, come out with a nice big gain, and this defense is thinking, oh no, here we go again. Really nice statement here to get this second half started.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path, just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first, keep this drive moving.
Getting set. Here's second down. Back to pass. It's Douglas. The receiver makes the grab. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, get the ball in his hands, you do it.
They're going to throw for it on third and short. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. That strong run defense, not much of a gain on the play.
Christian, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
But a huge collision. Blow delivered there by the linebacker.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Offense facing third and short, approaching midfield. Can they convert here, or will they face a tough fourth down decision? Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Caught. Completion. Tackled across midfield at the 48. Good enough for a first down.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Nice grab. It's Tuggle. They get him down, but not before he gets to the plus 38.
Really good route here by the receiver, but I love the quarterback's ability to look off that safety and make that throw. And that's part of the quarterback's job here when you play in Athens for this Georgia offense. They've had some great quarterbacks over the years. Guys like Matthew Stafford and Aaron Murray, and more recently Jake Fromm, and of course Stetson Bennett, who won back-to-back national championships. And what they're seeing today from this quarterback, they got to be very proud of.
Georgia getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Off the play fake on 1st down. Looking for his big tight end. And he pulls in the catch. They bring him down at the 7. The offense set up now with a 1st and goal.
Nice play action call here by this offensive coordinator. You know, you can freeze those linebackers just for a split second. Usually that's going to give you enough room to be able to get that tight end behind them. And if the quarterback can make a nice tight throw like this, pick up some big yards.
1st and goal, they'll try to run it in. And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back. Second down and goal upcoming. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. And a senior making a disruptive impact play.
Oh, I love this defense and how they're playing some man coverage. And let's face it, when you do that, it's a bit risky. You can leave your defensive backs out there on islands, but the good combination of good coverage with a good pressure on the quarterback, and you come up with sacks like this.
Neutrals on defense.
Penalty gives the offensive coordinator a little bit more room to work with now. So 8 plays into this drive now. It's 3rd and goal. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Pass caught. Can he get in? And he'll be brought down.
Really tight coverage here by this defense. Now, they give up the pass underneath, but do a nice job of rallying to the football to keep him short of that 1st down marker. And now we've got a decision here on 4th down.
And the coach keeps the offense on the field. They're going for it on 4th and goal. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. And they've got him a sack to end the drive. What a play by this defense.
Instead of getting points here and going for the field goal, this offense decides to get aggressive, and the offensive line gives up the sack. Looked like they miscommunicated. The defense, to their credit, is able to get after the quarterback, and they come up with not only a stop, but now they get the ball back themselves.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll run it to the left. And the game will pick up the 1st down. Tackle at the 22.
Well, much like what we saw in the 1st half, Chris, in his playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving this running back to football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
There's the handoff. Game moves the ball out past the 25-yard line.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big 1st half, and he's already at it again.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Hunter takes the toss, runs to his left. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
So Georgia Tech has the lead here, Kurt. As we've reached the end of 3, time is running out in this crucial contest for both these programs to stay alive in the quest for a national championship. Let's check out the game summary before we move on. We begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this 3rd down. Didn't quite get the playoff in time. It'll be delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
And the delay of game penalty will push the offense back 5. 3rd down play for this offense. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the 1st down marker is, picking up the 1st down.
And the Yellow Jackets looking to keep this drive rolling. Looking to throw it on 1st down. That ball snagged for a completion. Rips off a big gain all the way to the plus 43-yard line.
I just continue to be in awe of this offense. Even with the lead, these guys are going to play for 60 minutes. They do not let up. Here they are. Typically, you want to run the football here to work the clock, but these guys stick to the game plan and keep throwing the football, trying to get more yards.
And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down.
Boy, is this guy fun to watch or what? Here we are in the 4th quarter, critical down in distances, and this guy is just churning out yards the way he has most of this game, showing a lot of physicality and natural running instincts in space.
And he's brought down after a short gain, does not make the 1st down yardage. Up on 3rd down, solid drive. Defense trying to get off the field here. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Oh, and it's incomplete and very nearly intercepted. You waste an opportunity for a much-needed takeaway there. So on 4th down, out trots the place kicker in a very big spot here. He missed it. The lead remains at 7 after the miss.
Oh, my gosh, he had it right on target. Unfortunately, he didn't quite have the distance. That hit right in the middle of that crossbar, and they miss out on 3 points.
It's the running back in the flat. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4. Receiver in motion now. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. He's moving out of the pocket now. On the move, but can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now from the 40, the offense faces a 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the 1st down. And the pass rush has got him again, back-to-back sacks.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Well, he's got some space here. He's brought down, but a good effort. Something of that return. And here comes the Georgia Tech offense back out on the field. The offense goes 5 wide, empty backfield. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. He's moving out of the pocket. On the move, but can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
I like how this defense is bringing pressure from all over the field, and that's the key in putting together a good defensive strategy. On this play, it came from the outside linebacker, and he gets to the quarterback.
This big guy's up front will have to regroup now. It's 2nd and 14. Looking downfield, it's Douglas. He pulls it in for a big gain. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
Tackle made at the 41. That's first down yardage.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call.
Just keep working that clock.
The Yellow Jackets have 1st and 10 here. Use the running game to chew on this clock now. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Now I like the run play here, and offensively at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
2nd down play coming up. Handoff in a single back formation. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Positive yards are always important for an offense, but at this stage of the game, late in the ball game, playing with the lead, you're thinking about working that clock and continuing to keep the ball in bounds.
They'll try to run for the first down. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Oh, just a backbreaker for this defense. That's 2 separate times. On this drive alone, they've had a chance to maybe get off the field. They'd had these 3rd downs, only to give up first downs. Now, as a defensive coordinator, man, you got to dial up any kind of pressure at all to shoot a gap and try to bust that ball away from these backs.
We head now to the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to bleed out the clock and secure this win. Second down after that run on the previous play. And on the carry, he's heading left. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. 1st and goal. A late touchdown here would just about secure the victory. Picks up a short gain, but his swarm of the defense flying to the football. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. See if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. They'll try to power it in right up the middle. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense.
You know, they try to run the football here, and they're unable to get that first down. The clock does keep moving. The big question now is 3rd down. What do you do? Keep it on the ground again, or roll the dice, throw the football, knowing an incompletion, the clock will stop.
The offense has been moving backwards here. Now a long way to go on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. Still no answer for this offense. Lining up to try the extra point. Extra point up and good. A 2-touchdown lead here now in the 4th quarter. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. Defense testing the defense with a throw downfield. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. The pass rush closing in. And he just throws the ball away there. Nobody open. Excellent coverage.
Boy, the quarterback did about everything he could here to wait for that play to develop, and there was just nobody open. It's great coverage downfield, and instead of taking a sack or potentially throwing the pick, he just gets rid of it.
And he's back to throw again on 2nd down. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Now it's 3rd and short from the 22. You expect this is 4-down territory. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on 3rd down, but now it brings up 4th. The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Trying for a 4th down completion. He's got it, and that is enough for a 1st down. And the ball to the ground. Defense grabs the football. It's a turnover.
Man, when you get into this big a game on this kind of stage in the 2nd half and you're trailing, you just cannot afford to put the ball on the ground. The defense is attacking, trying to get the ball out. They do. Ball's on the ground, and this could be the end of the game.
So the job is simple here. Just take a knee, run out the clock, and begin the celebration.
Well, this is what you hope for. Have a chance to just take a knee in this game and advance in the playoffs.
Well, that's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play, and to be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship, that says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically, and they get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.